have to applaud. It wasn't a choice on my part or anything. I just happened to be listening to some crappy techno music one day, and I just turned gay. Next thing you know, I got a Miata and a teal tank top. But yeah, I'm gay. I live in San Francisco. I'm a redundancy. But it's a weird place to live, even if you are gay, because I live kind of near the Castro, which is almost too gay. It's like the Y2Gay crisis. Because you can leave a little gay apartment, say goodbye to your gay roommate, go to the gay restaurant with the gay waiters, the other gay customers, and afterwards go to the gay film festival with the gay movies by gay people, about gay people, go down the street to the gay bookstore with the gay books and gay magazines, buy stickers that celebrate diversity. Sometimes it's an irony-free zone in the Castro. But the gay community's had some wonderful things to celebrate in the last year. There was the marriage thing, which is really a great step forward. I knew the year was going to go well after the July when they repealed the Texas sodomy law that was struck down. And coincidentally, on the very same day that law was struck down, the 100-year-old senator, right-wing senator, racist Strom Thurmond passed away. Yeah, it's the very same day. There's a lesson there for all of us. Just because something's legal doesn't mean you have to try it right away. Just ease into it. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, so I'm gay, and I'm also Irish. Of course, the great thing about being, as some of you might know, the great thing about being gay and Irish is I get two parades to be embarrassed by every year. That's really okay. I like the gay pride parade actually, but if you've seen the San Francisco one, you know it's gotten really commercial lately. Like a lot of the floats are sponsored by corporations and vodka companies and Jamba Juice, but it brings in cash to the parade. So I'm kind of okay with it. In fact, you might have seen me in last year's Pride Parade. I was working on the McDonaldland float. Yeah, that was me dressed as a gender-questioning grimace. I was right up there behind the bi-curious fry guys and right across from the turd burglar. Remember that guy? Mugger, that character. Well, Ronald wasn't in the parade this last year. He said he didn't want to be associated with a bunch of Nelly guys in wigs and makeup. A little denial on his part, I think. But yeah, I love watching the groups in the parade. And my all-time favorite is the lesbian, gay, bi, and transgendered firefighters contingent, which always gets a huge amount of applause from a community that's grateful for their bravery and dedication in putting out. And then there's a group of gay cops marching, which I'm not quite settled with the idea of gay cops. Like when I was a kid growing up, cops beat up gay kids, and things were simple then. And now if I see a cop, I don't know if he's going to hit on me or hit on me. And then, of course, there's the drag queens, like my favorite part of the parade, which I love drag queens. You love drag queens, right? Yeah. Apparently, some people don't love drag queens. Even really nice, civic-minded drag queens, like our own Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. Who do good work, always doing stuff for charity, but apparently they can still, piss some right-wingers off. Like every year the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence had their birthday party on Easter in this park in the Castro. And a couple of years ago, the San Francisco Catholic Archdiocese decided to be really offended that they were having their party on Easter. They say, well, you can't let them have their party on Easter. It's our most high holy day with all the bunnies and hams and chocolate and stuff. And so they petitioned the Board of Supervisors to get their permit pulled. And people were upset in San Francisco on both sides of the issue. You couldn't turn on a television without seeing some local pervert in a dress, a silly hat, and gaudy jewelry, saying how much him and the other cardinals objected. But you'll be glad to know the sisters won out, and they had their party and now moved to a park because it just got too big. I don't know what offended the church. Maybe it was the Easter basket contest, the Hunky Jesus contest, I don't know. But I love drag queens, I still do. In fact, I'm pretty jealous of drag queens, people that look really good in that outfit. I don't look so, it's not a good look for me. And I put some good effort into trying it. Like last time I tried drag, I got a corset that gave me a 30-inch waist and a 44-inch neck. Just not really a good look for me. Let's see. One thing I want to talk about before I go is there's something in the news last year. There was the whole gun violence in America. I hate it. Last year there was that whole sniper thing, and it was really distressing. It was scary, but one good thing I got out of it was you got to hear the NRA make up some of the most bizarre and hilarious non sequiturs while it was going on. Like, apparently, according to the NRA, if everyone had guns, there wouldn't be snipers. Which, yeah, I don't believe. I think if everyone had guns, we wouldn't really need snipers. Just throw a cherry bomb into Walmart and let nature take its course. Then before that, according to the NRA, the solution to high school violence would be to arm all the teachers, they said, which I don't believe. I don't think that would work. I think grades would go way the hell up. Especially among the top 10%, aka the survivors. And going back even further, after the Littleton High School shooting, after that tragedy, a representative from the NRA actually had the nerve to come out and say, well, that had nothing to do with guns. If those kids hadn't had guns, they just would have found some other form of violent expression. But I don't think it would have been as bad. I don't think it would have been as newsworthy. I don't think it would have turned on CNN and heard, after the initial spitball volley, the suspects went down the hallway giving random Indian burns and noogies. Teachers still hospitalized with an atomic wedgie. It's just not as bad without the guns. I think they make it worse. And now you probably all think I'm really anti-gun, and I'm not anti-gun. I have guns at home, in fact. Of course, the little plastic ones for my G.I. Joes, but they need their guns. For the same reason everybody needs guns, they have no genitals. Which actually got me to thinking, because statistically, women are more likely to favor stronger gun laws, which I think is just a marketing problem, because they don't make guns that look like vaginas. Follow me along for just a second here. It's like, for one thing, that would be the safest gun, because as you know, most murders are committed by straight men and they wouldn't be able to find the trigger. Eventually the gun would just go, okay, bang. That's in that portion of the show. It's my honor to bring up your first headliner, Bibi, basically. And you've probably seen her on several Comedy Central specials recently, and most recently the World Comedy Tour. And she just, in fact, returned from a 6